Inshallah, in today's class, we are going to see few formulas and basics of trigonometry. Now, see here, introduction to trigonometry. Watch carefully. Let me start with the trigonometric ratios. Suppose we take a right angle triangle. This angle where we form this like L or 90 degrees like T. This is the 90 degrees angle. Suppose we take one angle as theta. Then this side is called opposite side to angle theta. If we take angle theta, this side is called opposite side to angle theta, and this side is called adjacent side to angle theta, and the side opposite to 90 degrees is hypotenuse. This opposite side is shortly written as opposite OPP, and adjacent side is ADG, and this is hypotenuse. Now we can divide the sides in 6 ratios. That ratios are called trigonometric ratio. Suppose we can divide opposite by hypotenuse, opposite by hypotenuse. This is named as sine theta. If we reverse this, this is hypotenuse by opposite. The reciprocal of this will be hypotenuse by opposite. So the reciprocal of sine theta will be cosec theta. In the same way, cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. Its reciprocal hypotenuse by adjacent is sec theta. And tan theta is opposite by adjacent. Tan is opposite by adjacent. Its reciprocal adjacent by opposite is cot theta. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. Now these are the actual, its full form is sine theta. Its full form is SINE, sine theta. And cos theta, it is cosine theta. Cosine theta. Tan theta is tangent theta. Tangent theta. And cosec theta is cosecant theta. And secant theta is actually, it's the short form of secant theta. Sec theta is the short form of secant theta, and cot theta is the short form of cotangent theta. Cotangent theta. Now let me see reciprocal ratios. Just now we have seen the sine theta. Its reciprocal will be cosec theta. So when we multiply, cosec can be done as shortly CSC, cosec theta. If we multiply this two, we'll get 1. In the same way, cos theta, its reciprocal is secant theta, it will be 1. And the next one is tan theta, its reciprocal is cot theta. If we multiply this, will be get 1. So we can make one more formula from this. Suppose we want to write sine theta. Bring this cosec here, it will be 1 by cosec theta. So sine theta can be written as 1 by cosec theta, or 1 by cosec theta. Sometimes we write this as sine theta. In the same way, cosec theta, cosec theta. You bring the sine here, it will be 1 by sine theta. And cos theta will be 1 by secant theta, 1 by secant theta. And secant theta will be 1 by cos theta. Next one, tan theta. This will be 1 by cot theta. And lastly, cot theta. This will be 1 by tan theta. So we must be perfect this all reciprocal ratio. Suppose somewhere, if we get somewhere 1 by secant theta, we can use cos theta. If we have to change cosec theta into sin theta, we can write 1 by sin theta. Or else if we get the product somewhere, tan theta into cot theta, we have to write 1. Or cos theta into sec theta 1, sin theta into cosec theta 1. So from these 3 formulas, we get one more, 6 formulas more. So you must by heart all these formulas. You have to by heart all these formulas. Now there are few formulas we call identical trigonometric ratios. Suppose we are having sine square theta plus cos square theta, its value is 1. In the same way, secant theta. Secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. One more is cosec square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. Now from this we can derive 2 formulas. One is sine square theta. So sine square theta, will bring this here, 1 minus cos square theta. In the same way, cos square theta, we can write 1 minus sine square theta. From this also we can derive 2 formulas. Bring this tan here, secant square theta equals, so if we bring this minus here, it will be plus, so it will be 1 plus tan square theta. Whereas here tan is minus, no, bring this here, bring this one here, bring this one here. So tan square theta will be secant square theta minus 1. Tan square theta will be secant square theta minus 1. Tan square theta is secant square theta minus 1. From this also, let me derive two formulas. One is cosec square theta. So cosec square theta, bring this minus here, it will be 1 plus cot square theta. Bring this 1 here, it will be minus 1. So cot square theta is cosec square theta minus 1. So these are the identical ratios. We have to by heart this. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Suppose this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. And from this we derive two formulas, from this two formulas, from this two formulas. We must by heart these formulas. One more thing, let me write here tan theta, and sometime we can write tan theta equals to tan theta. Tan theta is written as sin theta by cos theta. So sin by cos will be tan theta. In the same way, cot theta. Cot is the reciprocal of tan, so reverse this reciprocal. Cos theta by sin theta. Cos theta by sin theta. You see, next is compound angles. The sum or difference of two or more angles. Suppose we add some two angles or three angles, okay, or subtract. Then we say this is the compound angle. Sum or difference of two or more angles. Sum or difference of two or more angles is nothing but we say compound angles. Now we have to by heart this formula. Sin A plus B is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. How to by heart? Sin cos cos sin, sin cos cos sin, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. If plus we have to write plus, if minus we have to write minus. So this is same, sin A cos B. For plus we use plus, for minus we must use minus, cos A sin B. So what is the difference between cos? Cos formula is both cos both sin, both cos both sin. Cos A cos B, sin A sin B. But in cos formula, if we are having plus, we have to use minus here. If we are minus, we are having minus, we have to use plus here. Same formula with plus. Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. See here once more. Cos A plus B cos A plus B. Cos cos sin sin. Cos A cos B sin A sin B. Cos A cos B sin A sin B. For plus we use minus. For minus we use plus. So these are the two formulas for cos A plus B and cos A minus B. In the same way, let me go for tan A plus B. Tan A plus B. Now see here, tan A plus B is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Tan A plus B is tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. If you are having plus here, here it is plus, here it is minus. If you are having minus here, it will become minus, this will become plus. So tan A minus B will be tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. Tan A tan B. So this is tan A plus B. Now cot A plus B, how to by heart means you start from here. Cot B cot A minus 1 by cot B plus cot A, like this. If you by heart this tan A plus B, you write in terms of cot from here. Cot B cot A. Cot B cot A minus 1. This is just I'm explaining by heart the formulas. Cot B cot A minus 1 by cot B plus cot A. Cot B plus cot A. In the same way, cot A minus B is the, you write like this, from tan A minus B, take cot B cot A plus 1, cot B cot A plus 1 divided by cot B minus cot A, cot B minus cot A. So lastly, now two formulas are there for multiplication. One is sin A plus B into sin A minus B, and the other is cos A plus B into cos A minus B. Now see here, for sin A plus B into sin A minus B, we are having two formulas. Just now sin A plus B into sin A minus B, the formula is sin square A minus sin square B. One more formula is there, same in terms of cos. But when we write cos, we have to write first B, then like this. Cos square B minus cos square B. So sin A plus B into sin A minus B is sin square A minus sin square B, or cos square B minus cos square A. In the same way, cos A plus B into cos A minus B is One is cos, one is sine. Cos square A minus sine square B. Cos square A minus sine square B. One more formula we can write same. Here B, here A. Don't change cos as it is. Cos square B minus sine square A. So this also we are having two formulas. Cos A plus B into cos minus B is cos square A minus sine square B, or cos square B minus sine square A. Now the next is transformations. For transformations, we have only 8 formulas. 4 formulas from, we say, from sum to product. See here, these 4 formulas are called sum to products. This is sum. So sin C plus sin D is sum between the two sine. Now we change this to product. This will be 2 sin C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. So we are changing from sum to product. This is product, this is sum. In the same way, sin C minus sin D means only this will become cos, this will become sin, like this. 2 cos C plus D by 2 sin C minus D by 2. So this is sin C minus sin D is 2 cos C plus D by 2 sin C. Now cos, if you are having plus, both will be cos. 2 cos C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. In sine formula, one sine, one cos, one sine. Whereas in cos formula, both cos if plus, and minus for if minus both sine. 2 sine C plus D by 2 sine C minus D by 2. Only this one formula will be minus. Minus 2 sine C plus D by 2 sine C minus D by 2. So these are called those formulas for sum to product. In the same way, 4 formulas we are having for product to sum. For product to sum. Now see here, we call these 4 formulas as product to sum. Therefore, we call this formulas as transformation. We are transforming from product to sum or sum to product. Now 2 sin A cos B will be sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. Product to sum. In the same way, 2 cos A sin B, if you get cos A, you have to write minus in between this same formula for minus. Sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. If both cos, we are having cos plus formula. Cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Now if we are having both sine, we have formula for sine minus, but we have to start from here like this. The only formula which start with A minus B. Cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. For all formulas, first A plus B, then A minus B, A plus B, A minus B, A plus B, A minus B. Whereas for 2 sin A sin B, cos A minus B plus cos A plus B, cos A minus B plus cos A plus B. So these are only 8 formulas for transformations. Now the next topic is multiples and submultiples. Multiples means multiplying some angle like 2a, 2 into a. So when we are multiplying, or 3b, for examples. When we multiply some number, integers, so we say that the angles are multiple angles. Suppose we divide for some integer, suppose a by 2, b by 3, a by 4, like that. So we say submultiples. Submultiples, division by integers, and multiples multiplied by integers. So we are having for this sine 2a formula. These are the very important formulas. Sine 2a is 2 sine a cos. 2 sine a cos. But if you get 2a here, it will be a. If a here, it will be a by 2. If a here, so what will be the formula? 2 sine a by 2 cos a by 2. Similarly, cos 2a, we are having 3 formulas. Cos square a minus sine square a. Sometimes we have to change only in terms of cos, then we have to use this 2 cos square a minus 1. Sometimes we have to change only in sine, then we have to use 1 minus 2 sine square a. So these are the formulas of cos 2. We are having 2a here, here a. In the same way, if we are having a here, it will be a by 2 here. So this will be cos square a by 2 minus sine square a by 2. 2 cos square a by 2 minus 1. 1 minus 2 sine square a by 2. Now lastly, same in the tan 2a tan a. So tan 2a formula is 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a. So tan a will be 2 tan a by 2 by 1 minus tan square a by 2. No, just now we have seen the formulas of 2a. Sometimes some questions we also have to use the formulas of 3. So sine 3a is 3 sine a minus 4 sine cube a. If you write cos to by heart, you write like this: 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. The reverse like this. To by heart, just I am giving him to by heart: 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. So sine 3a by heart, first 3 sine a minus 4 sine cube a, and cos 3a will be 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. Now tan 3a is 3 tan a minus tan cube a divided by 1 minus 3 tan square a. Now sometime we have to change sine 2a and cos 2a in terms of tan. Then we have to use this formulas: sine 2a and tan 2a. Suppose you see here sine 2a equals to, when we have to change into tan, we have to use like this: 2 tan a by 1 plus tan square. Watch carefully. 2 tan a by 1 plus tan square is sine 2a, whereas 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square is tan 2a. Should not be confused. If 1 plus tan square is sine 2a, if 1 minus sine tan square is tan 2a. In the same way, we have to change sometimes cos in terms of tan. Then we have to write 1 minus tan square a divided by 1 plus tan square a. In the same way, sine 2a is this. Suppose we want to write sine a, then we can write 2 tan a by 2. 2a means a means a by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square a by 2. In the same way, cos a will be 1 minus tan square a by 2 by 1 plus tan square a by 2. Now there are many formulas which we can derive from cos 2a formulas. So one of the cos 2a formula is 2 cos square a minus 1, and one of the formula is 1 minus 2 sin square. Now watch carefully. If we bring 1 here, it will be like this: 1 plus cos 2a will be 2 cos square a. In the same way, bring this here like this: 1 minus cos 2a will be 2 sin square a. So we must by heart this one. This we have to use in many of the questions. So 1 plus cos 2 is 2 cos square. 1 minus cos 2 is 2 sin square. In the same way, if you write 1 plus cos a, this will become 2 cos square a by 2. 2a means a means a by 2. In the same way, 1 minus cos 2a equals to 2 sin square a by 2. So these are the two formulas we have to by heart. Now one more formula is, if you bring 2 here, it will be divided. So we can write like this: cos square a equals to 1 plus cos 2a by 2. In the same, if you want to write sine square a, so it will be 1 minus cos 2a. Sorry, this is 1 plus cos 2a, no? Cos 2a by 2. This is 1 minus cos 2a by 2. In the same way, if you write cos square a by 2 from here, so these are the two formulas we have to by heart. In the same way, from here, what will be? Cos square a by 2 will be 1 plus cos a. Bring this 2 here, it will be divided. In the same way, sine square a by 2, this will be 1 minus cos a divided by 2. So these are the very important formulas we have to use in transformations and many where. So these are the few formulas. One more formula we can derive here. If you take our square from here, it will be plus or minus under root of. So lastly, this one: cos a equals to plus or minus under root of 1 plus cos 2a by 2. In the same way, sine a equals to plus or minus under root of 1 minus cos 2a by 2. Now plus or minus sign, it depends upon the quadrant in which they lies. So these are the two more formulas. Or the same here. What's here? What will be cos a by 2? Cos a by 2 will be plus or minus under root of 1 plus cos a whole divided by 2. In the same way, sine a by 2, where plus sign minus depends upon the a by 2 in which the quadrant lies. A by 2, the quadrant in which a by 2 lies. So these are the few formulas you paperize, then this all formulas, write on a paper all these formulas and by heart this. These are the very important formulas we have to use in complete trigonometry, these formulas. And the next thing is only one thing is left about the quadrants and the sine and sine trigonometric ratios. It depends upon the different quadrants, different values. That will be continued in the next class, inshallah.